That's IT is in Taipei to have a look at what's hot, what's hip, and what's handy in this land of great IT gadget makers. But it wasn't always like this. I remember the first time I landed on the shores of Taipei back in the 80s when I was still a teenager. This place was just one big, small town. But look at it now. Taiwan went from the world's factory to a place the world looks to for high-tech IT components. For the past 30 years, Taiwan was just happy manufacturing for everyone else. But with the economic threat posed by China overtaking as the next manufacturing powerhouse, many tech companies in Taiwan had no choice but to look for alternatives. The solution? They created their own brands. Many Taiwanese brands are already creeping into our household, workplaces, and even into our personal lives. So could this be yet another Cinderella story?
Asus has accumulated a lot of expertise. We've been providing, the total solution, including like the notebook, smartphone to the end user. Now we are establishing, a very strong brand name image. We already get into, the top 10 notebook players, and I think we are also the fastest growing top 10 brand.
HTC is quite known in the marketplace. Since HTC, we create the original iPad. HTC was well known since those days, and people know HTC is a very innovative company. So I think it is easier to develop brand when you have a very strong innovation, a very unique thing to offer.
HTC is the most in-demand mobile device maker that even I had never heard of until earlier this year. HTC has been making devices for the European and American markets, and it has already sold more than 7 million phones worldwide just last year. This year, they plan to double that amount.
The general challenge is Asian company does not have enough marketing talent, and of course, a lot of cultural barrier is also general challenges as well. Well, the business challenge is normal. I have to say that's life, and the challenge will come from all kind of process. What is important is you need to continue to have your own differentiation and to let consumer clearly understand what is your value.
Asus, on the other hand, ships almost 60 million motherboards per year. About 40% of the desktop PCs we are using now use Asus motherboards. And Asus is looking to dominate the laptop market too. HTC and Asus. Similarities? Well, both used to be just hardware makers from Taiwan, but they have since grown to become full-blown global brands.
From a CEO point of view, I think I totally agree with the marketing guru, Philip Colors, his comments. He mentioned that brand is actually a commitment from an enterprise. Okay, you try to deliver what you are the most proud of. Okay, a kind of personality or characteristic to the consumer. Asus is still very engineer-oriented, so we've accumulated a lot of technology, and we think in the new era, actually, like we call the digital convergence, is going to be a very important kind of new transition, and this is actually Asus special expertise, try to provide more innovation.
Made in Taiwan used to carry a stigma of inferior quality and craftsmanship, but now Made in Taiwan is sought after anywhere in the world. What did they do to stay on top of their game? Find out next here on That's IT.
Talk to me. If you feel the need or when you need the feeling, talk to me.
Coming up on High Seas, sail with the super rich on billionaire dreams. meet three men who have everything as they hunt for the ultimate must-have accessory, a brand new yacht.
I'm the king of the world!
From jacuzzis to a full-time staff, find out what these floating palaces must have to satisfy some billionaire dreams. Part 1 on Saturday, 4th August at 9:30 p.m. The High Seas is brought to you by 1 Degree 15 Marina Club.
What I felt, it was unbelievable. I had this feeling of power, combined with extreme smoothness. I was at one with the car. It responded perfectly to my every touch. It was precise and smooth. You don't believe me? Okay then, see for yourself.
What makes a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way.
Live the dream. Premiering Thursday, 9th August at 8:20 p.m. on Vive.
An emperor overwhelmed by his sovereignty.
Am I not the first great sovereign emperor? August, ruler of the whole of China?
A thinker lost in his thoughts.
Give me that divine power.
A paranoid whose fear for death took shape in the creation of one of the greatest wonders of the world. And a 2,000-year-old legend yet to be told. His life, death, imminence, and enigmas in the final episode of Secrets of the First Emperor, Sunday at 7:30 p.m., exclusively on Channel News Asia. Now you can receive a reminder every Sunday to catch Channel News Asia's documentary of the week. Simply subscribe to our SMS alert service by keying in DOC and send it to 73388. To share with us your thoughts and suggestions, do log on to channelnewsasia.com/documentary.
Talk to me.
Welcome back. That's IT's in Taipei this week. Now, according to a Financial Times report, companies that spend more on research and development or R&D end up performing better against their competitors in terms of sales and profit growth. Many Taiwanese companies understand this and are hopping on the bandwagon. The Asus success story can be traced back to its strong investments in R&D and human resources. Research. Yep, good old research. It was because of research I found out exactly where the name Asus came from. By the way, it is Asus, not Asus. Apparently, the name Asus was derived from the mythological Greek horse, Pegasus. But since its founder wanted to be among the first names listed in alphabetical order, it decided to drop the letters P-E-G. So there, Asus. Practical, isn't it? Well, practicality is perhaps what made the company what it is today.
Our business philosophy of the company, the first item is talking about the people. So we think the people is the most important asset of the company.
The CEO who knows how to make an employee happy knows that a happy employee makes for better overall productivity.
The productivity, I think of the employee is the number one issue. So that's why we try to provide, the best environment, including the gym, the swimming pool, also the cafe, also all different kind of foods, okay? I think that's very important and very consistent philosophy that we've been driving from the day one.
And with that philosophy, Asus made an empire of happy engineers, designers, and researchers. But doesn't that sound like what you would read out of the Starbucks or Google Employee Handbook?
I don't think that's a kind of Western I'm a strong believer, in the, I believe the best management philosophy is the best balance between the Western and Oriental management philosophy. So I think from our Oriental kind of culture, like the Chinese culture, okay, humanity, I think, is a very important factor. So we do believe, the human asset is the most critical resource of the company, and it's not, just by physical incentive. Okay, I think the self-achievement also a very important factor to motivate and inspire, our employee.
Well, the moment I stepped into the Asus HQ north of Taipei, I was transported back in my old college campus rec center, exactly what Google did to its famed Googleplex facility. Mr. Xi believes in employee welfare, so he decided health and recreation should not be too far away from his workers. So there, right smack in the middle of the office building, is an indoor swimming pool. Even a spa, complete with a whirlpool and jacuzzi. I would have jumped in, if only I brought my Speedos along. One floor below is the most talked about gym with a view. No one was there when I went for my workout, but I was told everyone converges to the gym after office hours. And check this out, a basketball court right in the middle of the office to help workers dribble away stress. Now, if only I could get a ball in. There. Now, just like most other cool workplaces, there is a pool table to help employees hit their targets. But knowing my luck with balls, I decided to give it a miss. And for that added special touch, yoga classes. Yoga classes are offered during lunchtime for those who choose not to eat the free food. That's right, the food is free in the cafeteria. Apart from making sure employees are well-fed and physically fit, Asus also invests heavily in R&D to strengthen the products they offer out in the market.
All right, Jimmy, I'm seeing a lot of innovative designs out here, like this wood panel laptop. Where is the inspiration coming from?
Actually, in Asus Design, we have a very strong research team for the human behavior and innovative material. So we always looking for the new innovation from the other industry, like because the Taiwan used to be the factory of the world. So we have a lot of different kind of manufacturing technique and industry. So try to get the different technique from the other industry and apply it on our new notebook. So like the bamboo, it's one of the factory in the south of Taiwan. So we go to their factory and see how we can work together.
From the marketing research point of view, we find that craftsmanship maybe is a trend for the current high-end products. That is, we do some of the research, and from the user's point of view, they like a high-end product, which they also specific to point out that craftsmanship maybe is a direction. That's why we have this kind of inspiration that we induce wood as one of the material for that.
So when you talk about market research, are you gearing your designs towards a more international users, or is it specifically in Taiwan?
Basically, most of the research we've done is focusing on local market, but we try to expand it to other regions like China or US market. But from this point of view, we try to cooperate with the third-party research companies. From the technical point of view, the user's need is quite similar now, as you know that the specification of different product mostly are the same already. And so when users are comparing of products and making decisions, I think they are compared to the past, they shift to the outlook and the style as a very getting more important factors.
Notebook is getting more and more smarter and intelligent. So I think the new interface will be next trend we're probably focusing more on interface instead of the outlook of or image of the notebook. So touchscreen probably is the trend to go with because it's a new interface and it's very intuitive and very simple to use.
And with that prediction, we took our cameras out to the streets of Taipei to find out exactly what consumers here are looking for.
用触碰式的吧，就是用触碰式，对，会比较先进，比较先进，对啊。
触碰屏幕感觉比较不会那个有抠到这样，就是有刮到这样。
触碰式，
为什么？
就比较方便啊。
触控也不一定好啊，因为有时候如果连续那种两个隔壁按错你就挂了，你知道吗？
国产的比较好，为什么？因为台湾的3C产品一直就是在进步，还有进步的空间，还不错用。
台湾有些还是不错，像华硕，对不对？然后国外就可能苹果吧。我目前蛮想买苹果电脑，因为懒人电脑，因为对我来讲，对啊，方便，对。
At the rate and direction many Taiwanese tech companies are going, they're sure to make plenty of waves in the Atlantic Ocean. So coming up next, we'll have a look at made in Taiwan products that are proving to be irresistible.
Talk to me.
3 is better than 1. Watch, surf, talk with HubStation. Surf broadband for free. Record and control live TV.
Next on Privileged Lifestyle. An ancient ceramic art form, once thought lost, is restored in the hands of a father and son potter team in Korea. Soho, Hong Kong offers the opportunity to own a percentage of an exclusive club designed only for the privileged. Check your inhibitions at the door as traditional materials come alive in the hands of a furniture design visionary in Philippines. All on Privileged Lifestyle, Saturday 10:30 p.m. This program is brought to you exclusively by UOE Privilege Banking.
I'm an old-fashioned civil servant. I'm very tight-fisted. Doesn't mean that I'm ungenerous. That should be the spirit of Singaporeans. That we are always striving to rise further, but we should never say that we have arrived.
Nyam Tong Dao on A Few Good Men, premiering Thursday at 9:30 p.m.
Talk to me.
That's IT's in Taipei this week, and as promised, we're going to dive into the world of made in Taiwan technology products. So come follow me. Gadgets, gadgets, gadgets. You know, this is the only show you need to watch to look out for the latest tech toys around the world. Okay, first off, the most personal product, cell phones from Taiwan. The BenQ Siemens S81 is the latest 3G phone designed by BenQ and engineered by Siemens. To add to their already wide range of lifestyle products, BenQ acquired Siemens Mobile Group in 2005 to ride on the vast experience Siemens have with mobile technology. Now for something more powerful, the well-designed Asus M530W PDA phone powered by Windows Mobile 6. With all the common connections and a QWERTY keyboard, typing and sending out long messages can be a breeze. It also comes with a front-facing VGA camera, so you can do face-to-face 3G calls anytime, anywhere. No iPhone yet? How about a touch phone first?
This product has several major innovation breakthroughs. Number one, from form factor itself, compared to our previous one, this one form factor it reduced almost 40–50%. And the industrial design, the aesthetic, and everything is very much fashion, that kind of elegant and consumer appealing. We believe this kind of product, a lot of users are going to like this kind of product. The second thing is we innovate this called touch flow technology. So which means in the past, when you use our design, you have to, one hand is holding, the other hand has to take out the stylus, you have to use this. But starting from this product, you only need to use one hand and only a few finger flip. For example, you can pull out some of these menus. So these new interfaces are very elegant, very intuitive. So when you have this kind of breakthrough, that kind of exciting product, it is much easier to communicate to consumer, and it is actually very helpful for brand building.
Okay, if the picture quality by a mobile phone is not good enough for you, you probably need a standalone digital camera. The BenQ X725 compact digital camera is something you can chuck into your bag and bring along everywhere you go. Weighing at just around 120 grams, this lightweight camera comes with features like a 7.2 megapixel resolution, 2.5-inch LCD display, and 3 times optical zoom. Some users compromise weight and look with the quality of the picture, so you decide. And still with BenQ products, the BenQ S32 Joybook could be a nice, cool laptop to own. The front cover of this laptop is really special. It is covered with a 3D metallic shading image, giving it a Deep Space Galaxy look. This 13.3-inch widescreen aluminum laptop has all the functions newer laptops would have. And do you need an easy-to-learn, easy-to-play, and easy-to-work laptop? Well, then you might like the Asus ePC. ePC, spelled as triple E, P, and a C. Get it?
Concept, is we try to drive the best innovation and provide the world's, lowest cost and the easiest, PC. We found out that, no matter for emerging country or even for the mature market, still, a very big portion of the consumer, they do need, very simple and easy to use kind of, computer. This is also a very good match because, a lot of technology is now in the transition stage. For example, before you cannot afford to buy like the flash memory like 2 GB or 4 GB, and now it's quite affordable. So I think it's just the right timing. Everything comes together, and then this is the best timing that we can drive everything together and to reach this kind of very attractive, lowest cost, but easy to use, ePC.
If gaming is your priority, you probably need the Asus G1S. Good graphics, good speed, good temperature, and good battery life. But do you think this is lightweight? Well, all I can say is nothing is perfect. And that's Taiwan for you. A small island with big IT-driven dreams. As for me, it's time for me to go home. But the next time you buy a gadget, do check the back and see if it's made in Taiwan. I'm Timothy Go. That's it.
Channel News Asia, a network of MediaCorp News.
That's IT, plays the games that people play.
I think gaming is starting to come in parallel with these other medias. It's becoming kind of a mainstream entertainment media.
As you can see, I'm terrible with this game, but as they say, persistence pays. The stakes are raised for gamers, game developers, and believe it or not, even our very own social fabric. This is not a game. This is That's IT. Wednesday at 8:30.
Tomorrow on Primetime Morning.
In his latest book, Nobel Prize winner in economics and celebrated thinker Amartya Sen contends that argument is vital for democracy to work. We find out more about his ideas.
The worst day of my life.
The worst day of your life. Then a U-turn from intellect to none. Meet Homer Simpson and his merry band. They've gone from 30 minutes on TV to 90 minutes on the big screen, but does longer mean funnier? Find out in our movie review tomorrow on Primetime Morning. Did I save the day?
Saturday on Japan Hour. Japan Hour, Saturday at 7:30 p.m. and Sunday at 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. Japan Hour is brought to you by Sumitomo Corporation, ANA All Nippon Airways, Best Denki, Daikin, Fanco, NEC, Nikkei, Pilot Pin, and UOB Travel Planners.
Coming up this week on Gillette World Sport, we pull the punches with Mikkel Kessler, also known as the Viking Warrior, and catch up with all the thrills and spills from cycling's Tour de France. All this and more on Gillette World Sport.
Friday at 8:30 p.m. on Channel News Asia. This August, Pride in Country takes center stage as Channel News Asia celebrates Singapore National Month. They are four of the most powerful supporting players in Singapore's history.